What's going on, Flix Talkers? Welcome back to another movie news segment. Before we get into the topics of the day, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe and bell notification for more movie news content like this. And if you do appreciate videos like this, please hit that thumbs up. It always does help the channel. And make sure to click the links in the description to subscribe to my social media channels. Alright, now jumping to our first story is some huge news for actress Jamie Lee Curtis. She's set to direct a horror film, Mother Nature, for Blumhouse. Now, Jamie Lee Curtis, who has directed episodes of both Anything But Love and Scream Queens, is stepping back behind the camera for the feature horror project Mother Nature. Now, Deadline reports that Curtis and her Comet Pictures have signed a 3-year first-look film and television deal with Blumhouse, and Mother Nature is part of that pact. Now, the site notes that the film is centered around climate change and that Curtis is both directing and co-writing the script with Comet Pictures' Russell Goldman. Curtis is also directing How We Sleep at Night, the Sarah Cunningham story for Lifetime, announced last week. Now, whichever project comes first will be her feature debut as a director. Now, next up, we have Tom Hanks' World War II movie Greyhound skipping theaters due to the coronavirus pandemic and will now premiere on Apple TV Plus instead. As of today, May 19, 2020, Apple has officially acquired Greyhound and plans to premiere it directly on Apple TV Plus. The film has already changed release dates a couple of times prior to the pandemic, first from March 2019 to May 2020, then a month later to June 12th. But will now skip theaters entirely after Apple spent a reported $70 million to acquire it from Sony. Now, this is based on a book, The Good Shepherd by C.S. Foster and directed by Aaron Snyder. The $50 million Greyhound is a passion project for World War II enthusiast Hanks, who both wrote and stars in the film. It's also a pretty big acquisition for Apple Plus, which has struggled to keep up with Disney Plus since both streaming services launched in the US last fall. Now, Greyhound wasn't projected to be a huge box office hit prior to the pandemic, and some even predicted it would go directly to PVOD. But it's still a much higher profile title than the rest of Apple Plus's previous announced slate. Now, next up, we have a story for the Reese Witherspoon and Legally Blonde fans. Elle Woods will be back in MGM's Legally Blonde 3 with a new script to be written by Mindy Kaling, who wrote for The Office, and Dan Gore, who wrote for Parks and Recreation. Back in 2018, it was announced a new Legally Blonde film was on its way, with Reese Witherspoon set to return as her iconic character. Now, the writers from the first film, Kristen Kiwi Smith and Karen McCullough, were originally set to write the script. Now, according to Deadline, Kaling and Gore, who also worked together on an upcoming wedding comedy with Priyanka Chopra, will be writing an original story and not making touch-ups or change to any existing script for Legally Blonde 3. Witherspoon will star and produce under her studio Hello Sunshine, along with one of the series' original producers, Mark Platt. Now, this week, multiple outlets have reported that Warner Bros. Has finally cracked and decided to release the Snyder Cut of Justice League. That's both unexpected and welcomed, and it seems as if we all should keep our eyes peeled during filmmaker Zack Snyder's Man of Steel watch party tomorrow. The Rap's Humberto Gonzalez teased this on Twitter yesterday, hinting that an announcement could come during or after Snyder talks fans through his 2013 Superman reboot. Now, some fans don't care about an alternative version of Justice League, while others have passionately campaigned to hashtag release the Snyder Cut for the past 2.5 years. And last but not least, guys, the 2021 Oscars may be postponed due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, despite the ceremony being set for February 28th, 9 months away. Now, if this happens, the Academy Awards would join hundreds of events, movies, and conventions that have been canceled or postponed as a result of the global situation. Hollywood is essentially at a standstill right now, from small TV shows to blockbuster Marvel movies on hiatus from filming. Now, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science is aware of this being an especially odd time for the film industry. As a result, the Academy made an unprecedented move last month to allow originally planned for a theatrical release to still be eligible for the 2021 Oscars. Now, this allows films that end up on streaming as a result of the pandemic to not be penalized. However, at the time, the Academy made it clear that this was only for the 2021 Oscars. The new rule will also only apply until theaters reopen. However, in some parts of the country, that could be months away. Alright guys, so that is your daily dose of news. Let me know in the comments below your favorite stories, and stay tuned tomorrow for another daily Flix Talk news video. Till next time guys, I'm gone. Peace.